Clouds are coming in.
I don't think we got any rain coming.
Boom.
I think we're gonna be good.
Let's
The
keep
fact
it
that the
moving.
sun is not out, it's a good thing.
We have good image quality. Good. Everybody, let's keep the comments flowing. No battles this evening, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all's donuts in. Get your daily heart me's in, everybody. We're walking around the streets of Thailand. Okay, we're in the Thonglor area. Again, a very bougie neighborhood with a lot of fancy hotels, a lot of fancy restaurants over here. This is a very desirable neighborhood. Thank you, Toy Man. Thank you, Dave. Look at all the high rises over here. These are all very nice apartments. Thank you, Dave, man. Thank you, Judy Keller. Let's keep it moving. Now, hey, Will, look. You see how they got just like straight up land over here? You see, look at this big ass plot of land. They're not using it for nothing. You see how they don't even use this to make a parking lot? As a real estate developer, why do they do that? Why do they leave a vacant lot in the middle of the most desirable area in the city and they fence it off and they don't do anything with it? As somebody who's in the real estate industry, why do they do some shit like that?
It could either be, it's a few things it could be. It could be either the ground is contaminated, they're waiting in the past, and some holes or whatnot. We don't know what the regulations here are, or it's just somebody that just has the money like that to have it sitting and doesn't really care to work on it.
And what's the goal?
It could be inheritance. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta look into who owns it to see exactly what the situation is.
Didn't Donald Trump
right here?
This is prime land.
Yeah, this is prime land.
This is just nothing.
This area right here, yeah.
You would think they would use it as a parking lot or something and generate some income.
Yeah.
You could park maybe 300-400 cars here. Didn't Donald Trump a long time ago in New York City buy some lake right next to the Hudson River? He buys some land and then he turned it into a nice project. Isn't that?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's all full of. There's so much construction over there, and it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing. You get a little. It's hard to find anything over there now. It's a demand for property. We lack inventory.
Yeah. I just find it curious how we're in the freaking busiest part of the bougiest neighborhood in the city, and you just have this big plot of land just sitting there. Now, as somebody who is in the real estate industry, how do you feel about making an investment out here in Bangkok in a property? Have you ever thought about that? This is actually the one place I've thought about.
I would.
See the thing.
The numbers make sense. See, that's me. All the time I say that if the numbers make sense, I'm all for it. You could definitely get a spot out here. I mean, I wouldn't get it in the city.
Yeah. You would not get it in the city.
I go in a little deeper, not too deep, maybe 25, 30 minutes out.
Yeah.
Just to stay away from the city life like that. But to have access to be able to access the city in 25 minutes, 30 minutes and get a spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have yet to look at, just by noticing what the prices were on the cab ride for $10, a 45-minute ride.
Yeah.
I could only imagine what getting a property out here would be.
Yes.
It's gotta be cheap.
200 grand.
Cost of living has to be, insane in here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you live a bougie life, Will?
No.
You keep it pretty simple. You cook your own food. You don't go to a Michelin restaurant every night.
No, hell no. No.
So I feel like you could.
That's not me. I could do it. Listen.
You could do it, but you just.
I could do it. Listen. If there's something I like and I'm craving and I say I want to eat something and it's up there, I go eat it. That's one thing I never say no to it, especially with food. And if I'm with someone, let's go. I'm not gonna be greedy with this and that.
Right.
I'd rather give my plate away then.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man. But food is the only thing. Now as far as and
Jay.
My perception of life has changed so much, man. I don't care about none of that. Only person I'm competing with is myself. You feel me? When I die, I'm not taking none of that with me. You feel me?
Right. Well, thank you for being here, Will. We're gonna keep walking around. Thank you, D3V, for the roses. Thank you, Regina. I know, everybody. I know, man. Thank you, D3V. Thank you, Westerline. Everybody, get your donuts in, team. Get your donuts in. Let me check my directions. Okay? Hopefully, we're not lagging. we're gonna go into this area right here, actually. This is called Little Arabic. Hopefully we're not lagging, y'all, because again, it's hot out here, y'all. It is very hot out here, and it's overheating my phone. Thank you, Carol, for the daily heart. So y'all gotta understand, I'm trying my best out here, but it's very hot. It's very hot, y'all. This is why, like, when you stream outside, this shit is difficult, man, because you be freezing up, you be lagging.
I mean, we lucked out though. The sun is not out. Because if that sun were out right now, boy,
yes,
we'd be cooking.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, the thing is, you look at these clouds, man, I feel like it's about to rain on us. You see this shit right here? Look at this. Look at that.
But it's like what you were saying. It's almost like that tropical rain over here, right? It
Yes.
comes, it pours like crazy, and then
it's
gone.
finished.
And then it's gone, yeah.
All right, this area right here apparently is called, Will is from New Jersey. Were you born and raised in Jersey?
Yeah. I was born in Jersey. My mom sent me to Dominican Republic when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I went to school until like I was like 11 years old.
11.
And I came to Jersey, went to school, and then everything.
There's a lot of Dominicans living in the New York, New Jersey area, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big concentration of.
Especially in New York, yeah. Washington Heights, New Jersey, Patterson, Passaic, North New Jersey, yeah.
Let's keep it moving, team. Let's keep it moving. We're gonna walk into some back road neighborhoods out here in Thonglor. This is called Little Arabic, and then we're gonna go to walk some of the higher end, malls here in Thonglor. But kind of want to do some street exploration. Oh, Denise, you could tell by the minute Will opened his mouth, you could just tell he's from the New York, New Jersey area. Like I said, there's no confusing him from being from Georgia. You know he's not from Mississippi.
Oh, come on. How you gonna say that right there, boy?
Hey, by the way, I've been swiping on TikTok, and I saw that Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty passed away. Speaking of big country, that's obviously true because I so many different posts about it. So Phil Robertson passed away from Duck Dynasty? Is that true? Phil Robertson? He passed away? When did that happen? Thank you, Lego. When did that happen? Did that happen recently? Oh, it happened yesterday, last week. Wow. See, when I was in college, man, like right after I graduated college, I watched a lot of Duck Dynasty. I liked that show a lot. When I saw that, hey, isn't it crazy how we get news from TikTok nowadays? You get your news from TikTok at all?
Yeah.
I be learning about
things pop up.
Yes.
And you get it direct too, especially with some live streamers like the Hopefully Diddy thing.
Yeah.
So many live streamers, and there was thousands and thousands of viewers. I'm like
talking about it. But you ever like just scroll on like videos, you know what I'm saying? They just like break the news that CBS and ABC don't even break that fast. And I be getting like my news from TikTok. It's crazy. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. And this is why they want to get rid of this app, man. They don't want us to be informed. What do you think? You look like you observe it.
I'm just looking at everything. I'm waiting.
Look at the wires, though. Will, what do you think about, like, now, as somebody who has to deal with code, what do you make of these wires, the way they set it up?
Oh, man, that's crazy.
It's obviously functional. It does what it's supposed to do, but will we be able to get away with that in Jersey?
No way. No way. I mean, look at that. No.
All right, let's keep it moving. Y'all see that?
That's just too much. I mean, imagine you need to find something in there. Come on, how you gonna find it? Unless they got
That's a good question.
They got it labeled over here,
Hey, Oliver, you know what I would ask you? If your ass was here, I would ask you what you had for dinner last night. Because that's all you can hold a conversation about is food. Okay? Because you always be thinking about food and shit. Okay? Thank you, Regina. All you do is eat. Okay? Thank you, Regina. So all I would ask you about is food. Because we can't have a conversation about nothing else. Okay? You think I'm going to ask you about possibly... You think I'm going to ask you about the real estate market out here in what's it called? In Bangkok? Hell no. Conversation will last 2 seconds. Keep it moving. But you see this graffiti right here though, Will? It's very similar to America.
Yeah.
Like this has got an LA vibe to it. Thank you, T.S. Bach. Yo, I have a feeling we're about to get rained on, dog. We better keep it moving.
So?
Yes, look at the clouds over there on that side. Look at that. I got a feeling we're about to get rained on.
A little water won't hurt nobody.
Yeah, we'll grow as a result. Have you ever thought about?
It'll cool things off, I'll tell you that.
Right.
You know.
Yes. It's too hot. It's actually very hot right now. See, this is the craziest thing about it is I don't understand how you could eat this when it's sitting out here in the heat like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you know what this is, right? Oh no, that's blood.
Huh?
That's coagulated either chicken or pork blood.
Oh, okay. No, I don't.
Yeah, this is chicken right here, but this is blood that's been firm. It's actually, you know, it's interesting about this. We Americans don't eat that blood stuff. You know what's another culture that eats it?
I do eat the blood.
You eat the blood stuff. So in the DR, they eat the innards and they eat.
Morcilla, you know, morcilla is like blood sausage.
Okay.
Blood sausage mixed with the rice and all. That's good. I like that.
But you see, the way you even talk about that, you see, it just makes me out because I was about to say a lot of Europeans eat that type of stuff. You see how like we Americans just don't eat a lot of parts of an animal because going back to what I said, we don't have to eat it. We are living in the land of abundance where we have so much food, whereas like a lot of other cultures.
Yeah, but you know what kills me is, you know, I mean, if you go back into history, right? In the U.S. too, you know, you have people that do eat it, but back in the day, it used to be the scraps for the rich, like the oxtail.
Right. The rich didn't want it.
They didn't want it, so it was the scraps. You know what I'm saying? All the scraps, and we took it and finagled it and make great food with it.
Right.
And now you go to a store to get a pound of oxtail, and you're paying $20, $30.
Right.
Like, it was the scraps. How the hell you go from this to that? It's like the Guinness. When the Guinness came out, the extra stout, that was the leftover they used to give to the workers.
Right.
So they saw it became popular after the workers started taking it home. They started seeing that people were loving it.
Right.
So they took it and made it theirs.
Well, didn't they?
The scraps.
Right. Didn't they say lobster? Didn't say lobster when the original settlers? There's the roaches. Didn't this?
Yeah,
like the people that originally settled in like Massachusetts and all those areas. Didn't they say like they ate lobster because they had nothing better to eat? That was like it was like an inexpensive food they could just get out of the ocean, and now it's like $30 a pound, $40 a pound.
It's insane, man.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. You see, somebody said lobster used to be prison food. Let's go. That is Will Brown Fluff. That is Mr. Will. We're out here in the streets of Thonglor. We just walking around Thonglor. Now, this is the second time I've seen that monk, man. You seen that? You notice that monk?
Oh yeah.
This is the second time I've seen him, y'all. Let's keep it moving, team. Let's keep it moving. Everybody, follow the channel, share this live stream, tap on the screen, everybody, and get your donuts in. Get your daily heart me in. Thank you, Brown Fluff. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Have you ever thought about living overseas anywhere? Have you ever? I mean, obviously you are from overseas, but
Dominican Republic.
right. But have you ever thought about living in another country? Have you ever had a fantasy about it?
Thank you. But you see, that's why I'm traveling now.
Right.
I want to get to see the world more. So because if we're stuck in one place, how are we gonna know what else is out there and what's good and what's not?
Your ex was from Japan.
Yeah.
Have you given thought when you were with her about living in Japan?
I want to get property over there. Yeah, definitely want to invest over there.
I mean, you already have. You bought a place in Fukuoka, right?
No. I was looking at some spots. I haven't bought nothing yet. There. But Fukuoka is the place where I'd like to be.
You must see something in that city.
I do. I see a lot.
It's a very tranquil
it's
city.
Nice. The people that man, forget about it. I like it.
Let's keep it moving, team. Let's keep it moving. Everybody, I can't look at the comments as much because we're in the streets and I'm vibing with Will.
To be frank with you, I wouldn't live in one spot though.
You would not live in one spot.
Not just one spot. I would get a place in most spots where I like it.
Yeah.
And I would just rent it out or just keep it so I can visit whenever I want. Oh, you know what? Hey, hey, let's go here next month.
Right.
Let's go there for 2 months and then go here for 3 months.
Right.
Do it that way, you know what I mean?
That's usually how the rich think. That's usually how the rich think, everybody. That's some shit the rich be saying, y'all. That's something that rich be saying. I want to go from here to there to here to there. You know, I want to go from Florida to Vancouver to Hawaii.
Hey, let's get it right. Well, you don't gotta live. I mean, you don't gotta be rich to live in Thailand.
True.
Thailand.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
You gotta be rich.
All right, let me show you how much it costs to get a haircut out here.
Where you gonna get your cut at?
I mean, I kind of like growing my hair out long. I'm trying to grow my hair out long. The lady's been telling me to grow my hair out long,
Yeah.
so I've been trying to keep it long.
So you're not gonna cut the bangs no more.
Not for a while.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get those little clips so that when they close in front of your eyes, those little flower clips.
Yeah.
So you can just put it like this to the side.
That's perfect. Look at this haircut right here. You can get a haircut for 500. It's actually pretty expensive. It's
It is.
Bangalore. 500 baht is about $16 for a haircut.
We apologize.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Will, if you want to get a shave, $16 for a shave for your beard. Let's keep it moving too. They didn't really want us filming in front of that. What's it called? In front of the. Susan, it usually costs me about $25 to do my hair over. But what is she doing? Oh shit! You know what's going on over here? Will,
The water one more.
the flooding. Y'all, I feel like there's about to be some flooding going on. Look at this. Look at how this.
They
Oh,
definitely expecting rain because they just put this out.
they just put this out here. There must be some big rain. I thought they were like putting some inventory out.
Cardboard out there too.
They got cardboard. That's right. Y'all, there must be some big monsoon coming out to Bangkok in the next couple of hours. You see how this store right here, this little market over here is already preparing by putting sandbags in front of the store to prevent water from getting in. Y'all see that? And they got the cardboard for people with wet feet. Y'all see that? Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, you feel that breeze from the air conditioner?
I know, I do. I do. Keep it moving.
My son was watching us.
Son's watching us.
He took a screenshot. He said, "Dad, I'm saying you."
Yeah.
You know, he follows you too.
He follows me. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, look at the traffic, though. Look at the traffic. Look at that. Dude, I wonder how this is going to affect us, though. If it's raining like crazy, I wonder how this is going to affect our journey, our itinerary.
Sorry, what?
Probably have to. I wonder how this is going to affect us if it starts raining like crazy. I wonder. The city's probably used to it, so it shouldn't shut down or anything. You see any food you want? Thank you, Colin. Everybody, please get your daily heart me in and share this live stream, everybody. We are out in the streets of Bangkok. We're walking around in Bangalore. We're going to our next destination. Do you wear formal clothing at all for your job, for your work? You gotta wear that?
No. I did wear it 1 or 2 times before,
Okay.
but it was for the wrong reasons.
Oh, I got you. I got you. You talking about getting married?
Huh?
You talking about getting married?
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, there we go. I see. He didn't even have to say it. I had to say it for you guys.
Yeah.
You talking about walking down the aisle?
So about,
Yeah.
you know,
There we go. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry,
No,
ladies.
but I never been married though. I haven't been married.
Yep. I'm sorry, ladies. Let's keep it moving, team. Let's keep it moving. Keep the comments flowing, everybody. Keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing, team. Even if you just say FYP, please keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing.
Definitely gonna come down. You feel like cool breeze a little bit now.
Oliver, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, man. Hey, you want to see something crazy? I don't know what that is, Oliver. Stop asking about Nana Plaza. I don't know what that is. I ain't never been there before in my life. Okay. Boom. There's no type of umbrella that's going to help us when we're out here in a monsoon. The type of rain that you got out here, different. Thank you, Rosie. Let's keep going, team. There's no traffic lights. We can just keep going. Look at that. Let's everybody get some donuts in. Everybody get some donuts in. Keep the donut go going. We could hit our donut go. I know. Hey, you know, people keep making comments about the wires.
Yeah.
Why do they do this all over the city?
And no labels either. I mean, maybe the labels are down here. That's why they haven't thrown it up, but they go open it. Hey, baby boy.
Dude, Bronco. Let's keep going, y'all. Mountain Mama with the donuts. Thank you, Mountain Mama. You're making me feel bad, Mountain Mama, because I was sleeping, man. Your thing happened, man, at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. I was sleeping. You're making me feel bad. Thank you, Mountain Mama, for the donuts. Thank you, Mountain Mama. You guys enjoy being out here? You guys enjoy when we're out here, team? Yeah, keep the comments flowing. You know, I tell you the thing about Thong Lord is also a lot of times when you're in a bougier neighborhood, the thing that kind of gets me when we're in a bougier neighborhood. I know, Marlene, I had to do it for you. I had to do it for 808 because you guys have shown the channel so much love. I gotta make more content just for y'all. I don't care how many people we have watching, but I want all the people that's been showing mad love to the channel to be here. Yourself, I want Uncle Lee to be here. I want Warren to be here. JP 808.
You ever seen a pizza like that?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
That's pizza.
Oh, it's a pizza made into a pie style.
Pie. That's crazy. I never seen that. It actually looks enticing.
Hey, and look at the price. Price starts at 339 baht. That's $10.
$10, yeah.
What kind of food are you looking forward to eating when you're out here, Will?
Nothing like this.
What you mean? He said nothing like this.
I could eat that, but it's like something that you can make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to eat some shit that you can't make.
That you don't normally eat.
Are you ready to have bird nest soup?
Yes. And shark fin soup.
Are you ready to have shark fin?
Yes, let's do it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Say less. We gonna make it happen. Say, you know, I gotta take you to Chinatown out here in Bangkok. We gotta go to Chinatown. Chinatown's crazy, man. They got some crazy. Yeah, they have a Chinatown in Bangkok. They have some crazy food out here in Bangkok. Now, I'm telling y'all, this business, like they do business out here. Remember, there's a lot of foreigners. 24. They got a lot of Italians, a lot of Americans, a lot of Europeans out here. This place does business.
Yeah, that's what they cater with those prices. You don't see the locals going in there buying that.
What's up, Joni? Let's go. Thank you. Hey, somebody said you're brave. Somebody said you're brave for trying all the food.
Huh?
What's the craziest thing you ever eaten in your life? The craziest thing you ever eaten in your life?
Horse?
What?
Horse.
You had horse before?
Yeah.
Where? In America?
In Japan.
In Japan?
Yeah.
You had that sashimi?
I had the cooked one, which was amazing, and I had the sashimi.
What does horse taste like?
It's lean meat, man. I mean, you got a horse. It's almost like cow, man. I mean, I just wanted to try it just for shits and giggles. Would I do it again? No.
Did you get sick from eating it?
No. I actually ordered seconds.
Really? I was born in the year of the horse, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm kind of hesitant to eat it.
Yeah.
I feel like I was born in the year of the horse, and I'm over there eating it, you know. But you know, this is some shit that you would see in Thong Lord, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? Look at this. A freaking chandelier store. People saying it tastes like beef and it tastes like chicken. Kim is playing with me when she says it tastes like chicken.
No, it tastes like chicken, but it's very tender. I'll tell you that. It's good.
The JK said it tastes like. So Slaw says horse is actually delicious.
I mean, you ever had tatara?
Had what?
Tatara. It's like
What is that?
It's raw meat. It's like, I mean, even the Polish people make that too. And they put an egg on, they crack an egg on top of it raw, and you mix it in and eat it raw, actual raw meat.
And they don't get sick from eating it?
No, you don't get sick. You don't get sick. I mean, it's got to be specially prepared. I mean, you're not just gonna go to a place where they have things laying out or whatnot. No.
Oh.
But you know what blows my mind is that, like, you see all those places, they have the food, no heaters, no nothing, and nobody gets sick from it. And that's for the locals.
But
So
you know,
it has to tell you something about the food, what it has in it, what it doesn't, whatnot. You know, because you let something sit out there in the U.S. like that, and it's gonna go bad. You're gonna have food poisoning right over. You know?
right. But you know what's kind of crazy? When I first moved to China, me and my colleagues would go to a restaurant.
You see?
We will order
He
the
just rolls it wherever he wants.
He just rolls it, right? That's the same guy.
That's the same guy?
Well, I think he really wants us to buy something. Look at him. It's hard work, though. It's hard work. Look at his calves. Look how muscular he is.
They stay in shape, man.
They're very much in shape. Now, you see, a lot of times, man, because I'm telling y'all, I bet you this dude doesn't have to go to the gym, but he's got functional muscles all over his body.
Who's that? Not me, right?
I'm talking about that guy who's pulling the shit.
Cause I'm fat, bro.
Nah.
Fat.
Flex on him real quick.
Get out of here, man. I gotta get back, to working out and eating a little healthy. Lately, I've been eating like crazy with the traveling and everything.
Yeah, you've been eating crazy.
Oh man. I keep telling myself, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So you're 42, right, Will?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be at this point in your life where you've been hustling all your life?
No.
How long have you been? When did you start working and making money? Like you don't have to talk about what you did, but like when did you like start making money as a person, as a human being? Like when did you start?
As a human being, I would say when I was 12, going on 13. That's when I made the decision to move out of my house.
Since you were 12 or 13, you moved out the house.
I moved out of the house. Yeah. You would think 12, 13. What do you think? I never had no games, no nothing.
You never had like video games or toys?
Listen, I have video games at home for my kids or whatnot. I tried it. I can't be on there for no more than 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm out of it. I don't want it.
Because you never played it when you were a kid.
I don't care too much for it. You know, when I was a kid, I did play, but it was old school stuff. You know what I mean? You go outside. Like back in the day, you complain to your friend, let me out, come on, can I go outside?
Right.
Today and age, you gotta beg them to go out.
Right.
Come on, go outside, ride your bike, go play with your friends. So back then, they had the trompos, the spin tops.
Right.
Rubber bands, the marbles.
Right, the marbles. I always tell people about the marbles.
The marbles, man. I used to be a cannon with them. And then, it was poor back then, so we couldn't afford no bikes in the Dominican Republic or nothing like that. So, and shoes was
didn't even have shoes.
I didn't even have shoes. I would walk around barefoot. And we had tires. You would find tires. Like if you find a tire, it was gold. Because you get like a little stick and you run with it. It's really.
You would try to make the tire just keep rolling down the street.
Rolling down the street. And now if you had a car tire, you was the man because you put 2 sticks in between. You start rolling down.
Yeah, you try to push a barrel down the street.
Yeah, but it was fun though. It was fun, It was innocent,
But so my question was, you started like essentially hustling since you were 12.
Since I was 12.
That's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And you had a point in your life where you're starting to want to travel more and just like want to enjoy the spoils of a lifetime of working.
Man, yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? Work for the rest of our lives and then say, when I retire, I'm gonna do this. But when you retire, who knows when that is? If you keep postponing and thinking, or you keep working for the next man and not thinking about ideas while you're working for the next man to create something to help you out, so you can have some time for yourself.
Right.
But if you got a job 9 to 5.
A lot of people need that to raise their family, including my dad.
No doubt. That's what I'm saying. But still, I say don't stop at that.
Right.
You have to have at least a little bit of time in your day, an hour, 2 hours, so you can go in your thoughts and think about what can I do to create something while I'm working.
Right.
So then it can alleviate you from working so hard and say, you know what? Now I can work part time. I can cut it in half and stick to this. This is generating me more money to the point where you don't even have to work no more. You can do your own thing.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we kill ourselves for the next man.
Right.
Everything we do it for the next man. Get rich.
My pops. I tell people, man, my dad has a 9 to 5. And he was able to change my life, and he was able to change my mama's life.
I see nothing wrong with it, my brother.
But I always tell my dad, I said, this is why I care about my dad and my mom and dad having a good time on the road. Because my dad works so much, I want him to see the world. I always tell him, I said, Dad, Mom, you're 61 and you're 62 years old. By the time you're in your 80s and 90s, it's hard for you to move around and travel as when you're in your 50s and 60s. Even in your 70s, you can still go. But when you hit that like 80, 85, 90, it's harder and harder. It's not impossible, but it's harder and harder. So I tell my parents, take advantage of your 50s, take advantage of your 60s, take advantage of your late 60s, early 70s. Go and see as much as the world, because they haven't seen anything in this world.
And
they've been working all their life.
That's the right thing. That's exactly what we were talking about, you know? People are, you know, you gotta live little, you know?
Right.
You're gonna wait till you're too old, like you just said.
Right.
And then you're not able to do nothing at all? Then what's the point of working hard for?
Right.
So make it back to the next time.
Well, you know, 42 is young. 42 is young, man. 42 is very young. All right, let's keep it moving, team. I like the fact that we just walking down the street vibing, chilling. Tap, 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 everybody. Please follow the channel and share this live stream, and let's keep the comments flowing.
That building, oh, they got a little old school,
That one right there.
like the old school house or ranch right on top of it. You see it? Then they got the palm trees on top of that one over there.
That's probably a bungalow.
That's funky. Oh,
Probably a
man,
bungalow.
It even goes up more.
Yes.
That's hot.
Thank you, Big Al. Thank you, Shizu, for the daily heart. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. We are in Bangkok. We are in the Thang Lor neighborhood. Very, very fancy area of Bangkok. Thank you. Oh, exactly, Marlene. Thank you, Shizu, for the donut. Everybody, donuts is the go, team. Donuts is the go. We literally trying to get to 2,000 donuts today. It's gonna be hard, but we trying to do it. And Warren keeps posting my Venmo and Cash App to keep us moving. We're not running no battles this evening. We just hitting the streets. So let's keep it moving, team. What are you feeling for lunch? Feeling some seafood?
Yeah, I can go back.
Your face lit up. Your face lit up, man. As soon as we said seafood, your face lit up. Y'all see his face just lit up as soon as I mentioned seafood. But you know what's kind of weird though? You see a lot of these businesses are all closed in the middle of the day. Why is that? Digital with the donut. What's up, Tashia? It's kind of weird, no? But I tell you what. Man, look at this. All these are closed. All these businesses are closed. They're all closed. All these businesses, they're all closed. Oh, tap, 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 everybody. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. We got 144 shares. Let's try to get to 200-300 shares. I mean, look at all these. Will, you look at all these vintage Mercedes over here. You know, this is what I mean when I tell you, like, there's a lot of money out here in Bangkok. I don't know if you can feel it, but the wealth disparity. It's all Mercedes. Every single one of them. They're all Mercedes in the shop. The wealth disparity in this country, I don't know if you can feel it, but it's strong, man. This is what I think Japan does a very good job in. I feel like all the Asian countries that I've been to, including the one that I live in, which is China, I feel like Japan has done the best job at managing its wealth gap for a rich country. You know what I mean? That's at least that's the way I look at it. Let's keep moving, y'all. See, and this is what
But then, you know, it makes me think about it too, you know. You see the people out there, they look like they're living good or whatnot, normal.
In Japan or Thailand?
And no, in Japan, right? But then Japan has the highest rate of suicide.
Right. We can't say that word. Yeah. I got you. Right. It's true. It's true. It's true. But TikTok shop. Thank you, Joni. TikTok shop. But you know what I mean? It's like, but I was telling people, why would a man go to a hostess club and pay $5,000 one night, $1,000, $2,000 just for a woman to go and have a conversation with him when he has a wife at home?
Just the conversation too.
I feel like it's depression.
It is.
It's like, I feel like it's boredom. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the type of stuff we wouldn't tolerate in America. A lot of American wives wouldn't really tolerate their husbands going to like a place just to go talk to a woman and spend a lot of their money too doing it.
Yeah.
You know? It's very interesting. Let's keep it moving, team. Follow the channel. Share this. You see this one? You see this shit right here, Will? You see this fancy ass grocery? You see this fancy ass furniture store over here? That's the type of store that you would see out here in Thang Lor. Okay, you got a random ass giraffe over here. Thank you, Jay Short. Marlene said, hell no. Like, this have like these like very like bougie stores out here in Thang Lor, you know?
It blows my mind because, you know, you have all all these little spots, and then you see something like this, and then you got
Right. You notice how their trains is very similar to Chicago. I don't know if you've ever been to the L in Chicago, the elevated train in Chicago. It's overhead. They do have a subway here, but Will, you ready for some more Bible study this evening? He hit the scripture hard, y'all. Look at him. He hit the scripture hard. Look at that glow on his face, team. Look at that. You see how he's glowing?
What can I say? I like getting pampered, man.
He was getting pampered by the Bible, y'all. Okay, and he smells some type of way too. I was telling him this morning, he smells some type of way too, y'all. When I saw him first thing this morning, he smelled some type of way. I'm just
good, man. I had just jumped out of the shower, bro.
Okay, whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? You see, look at this building right here. Nice, right? Boom. Let's keep it moving, team. We got hit with a restriction, so I'm gonna have to restart this thing. We're gonna have to restart this thing, team. It's okay. We're gonna restart this thing. We're gonna restart this thing. We're gonna restart this thing, team. I swear, these overnight trains in China is the best way to travel for someone who doesn't like flying. We don't see this back home in the States a lot, but here, these are the standard cabins for a sleeper train. They sleep 4 to a room, top and bottom bunk. And of course, someone back home asked me if she could buy out all 4 rooms and have the place all to herself. So bougie. Before I tell you how much a ticket cost, check out this bed. Very hard bed. Only one thin layer of blanket covered in a fresh sheet. However, the blankets are very thick, so is the pillow. There's no shower on board, but you have a place to brush your teeth, to remove your makeup, and plenty of toilets. The dining car is usually packed. This isn't the Oriental Express, but you can buy all kinds of hot meals for less than $7 US, and of course, all types of drinks and snacks.